Good evening, judges. My name is Judah Solomon, and today I present to you BPA, Building Powerful Achievers. BPA is more commonly recognized as the Business Professionals of America, but today I'm going to present to you how this club is a tool or resource that is building the powerful achievers of tomorrow. By participating in BPA activities, it helps students gain recognition, refine their abilities, and lay a strong foundation for future successful business careers, all while inspiring and empowering the future business leaders of tomorrow that are making a change in our world today. Not only this, but BPA presents itself with an opportunity for real world exposure that provides real value back into the community. Now, let's talk about a story of a student who, yet being a novice in BPA, has already learned so much and is living the reaping benefits. That student is me. And just like me, there are hundreds to thousands of other stories out there. Now, let's look into a few of these benefits. Firstly, is skill development. BPA is a resource that helps students build skills in communication, leadership, and teamwork. Now, future preparation. Similarly, you're also learning skills, but in this case, more specific towards business related aspects, such as building a strong web of connections through networking. Thirdly, is scholarships, which also prepares you for the future, but in this case is towards colleges. Just in the last year, the BPA report of 2023 to 2024 states that they awarded 8 students with scholarships purely based off of academic excellence, BPA achievements, and overall exemplifying and embodying the spirit of BPA. Now, let's look into a few cons. Firstly, BPA can be a handful, especially with the time commitments. Students and competitors might find it hard to manage both an academic schedule while also other extracurricular time commitments alongside a hectic competition schedule. Secondly, is exclusivity. This pertains to the limited amount of chapters that are opened across the nation. Due to this, many schools in rural areas don't receive the same opportunities that BPA provides. Alongside, BPA is limited to business related events and career fields. Thirdly, is the pressure to perform. With this idea, it rises immense stress from parents, peers, advisors, but even more, yourself, which can lead to significant feelings of burnout. It's without a doubt that BPA can cause stress, just like any other extracurricular. But now, let's look through the lens and see what specific factors of BPA are inducing these specific types of stress, before finally looking at these coping mechanisms. These stress can be categorized into two different ways, both external and internal. Let's look more into it. Cognitive stress is stress that is induced through both mental processing and thoughts. Looking at this in the BPA world can be translated over into perfectionism. Though it's a good objective, it can be achieved through consistency and hard work. Next is emotional stress. With emotional stress, this is stress that is controlled by one's own emotions. This can be translated over into the idea of lack of control. This can be solved through changing your perspective that you have of yourself and boosting your self confidence. Now is external stress, such as social pressure. Social pressure is pressure from the people around you that can lead to performance anxiety due to the fear of never measuring up. This can be achieved through growth focused accountability by first focusing on what you did wrong in a situation in the past, focusing on what you can still control in the situation, and learning to learn from that failed experiences and taking away new skills and experiences that you can learn and apply for the future. Next is acute stress. This is stress that is caused through everyday things. This can be translated over into time constraints. This can be easily solved through setting a strong schedule and building resilience and proper work ethic in order to combat it. Now, let's look into this graph. This graph shows the correlation between performance and stress levels. I would like to point out that there is something called healthy stress, which is fed in through focus and motivation. With these ideas, it leads to peak performance. However, once students start overworking and overexerting themselves to the point that they become fatigued and overexhausted, it most oftentimes leads to sickness. And not only sickness, it overall declines your own health and performance. Here are four tips and tricks in order to becoming the best business professional. Firstly, is set goals. You can achieve anything that you set your mind to, so set a plan and achieve it. Secondly, is networking. You're surrounding yourself with like minded people to help not only grow yourself, but also your portfolio. Thirdly, is be active. Be active and compete in competitions. And also, many BPA chapters provide opportunities to give back into the community that many students can participate in. And fourthly, is have fun. At the end of the day, BPA is still a club, so enjoy it with the friends that surround you and build lifelong memories. Now, let's look into a few skills that we can learn through BPA and apply into our own lives. Firstly, is leadership. A good leader can take away motivation by motivating others to achieve goals, by solving problems both effectively and delegation according to strengths and weaknesses. BPA can form and mold a good communicator by first sharing ideas with others, then networking, and also being a good presenter. Whether it's virtual or in person, a good communicator can deliver their ideas effectively. Thirdly, is teamwork. Not only this, but it enhances creativity, productivity, and decision making by getting more insight and viewpoints to make better decisions, enhance creativity to get more ideas, but also have more hands on deck to get more work done. A common idea that we've looked at throughout the entire presentation is that BPA can present you and prepare you for the future. I conducted a survey with 100 BPA competitors across the state of Texas, aimed to find the correlation of skills learned through BPA and how it can be translated over into everyday life. And the results were shocking. I found a staggering 92% of people rank it from a scale of 5 to 10, many saying that it has been beneficial in their lives, many in terms of mentorship and networking. Similarly, networking, you're exposed to different career pathways, some things that you may have not thought of before. But more importantly, is mentorship. A mentor is a key way to becoming a successful business professional. This can be anyone from an advisor, a parent, a peer, an alumni, or even a real business professional that has real world experiences that can provide you insight for a successful future. BPA is also a commitment of both cost and time. Firstly, the cost breakdown. Costs can be taken from club dues, which many BPA chapters collect in order to pay for basic competition needs. Secondly, is travel competitions. Travel competitions can include advancing to the state and national level, where students are forced to pay variable fees out of pocket. Thirdly, is professional wear. Professional wear is mandated from early as districts in order to hone your inner business professional. But you can source more economical options in places such as thrift stores. Now is presentation supplies. This is very important to learn to account and budget for before picking your own event. Now let's look at time commitments. Time commitments is you want to create a proper schedule and plan in order to prepare yourself for pre-submit. Next is not only learning to manage your time properly, but the time of your teammates for team events. Thirdly is meetings. BPA chapters host either weekly or monthly meetings, and attending these meetings is a key way to becoming a successful business professional. And fourth is leadership roles. Whether it's holding state office, district office, or even school level office, leadership roles comes with an immense amount of responsibility. BPA is more than just an extracurricular on a resume. It's an opportunity of many doors that are just waiting to be unlocked. And any student that is presented with these opportunities is already on the right track to becoming a successful business professional of America. Thank you so much for listening. Please let me know if you have any questions.